Welcome to ApexSalesforceTutorials.com. At ApexSalesforceTutorials.com, we're dedicated to providing you with top-notch tutorials and guides to master Apex coding, Lightning Web Components, and everything Salesforce related, including interview preparation tips and techniques. Today, we're diving into some of the most crucial scenario-based interview questions that every Salesforce developer needs to know for both beginners and experienced. So let's get started. First question is, a client wants to automatically assign leads to sales reps based on zip codes. How would you implement this in Salesforce? Answer: we can implement this by using assignment rules in Salesforce. We can set up rules to distribute leads based on zip code criteria to respective sales reps. Imagine you're the hero behind the scenes in Salesforce. To automatically assign leads based on zip codes, we'd call upon the mighty assignment rules feature. Picture this. You set up rules in Salesforce that detect specific zip code criteria and then seamlessly direct those leads to the right sales reps. It's like having a personal assistant sorting your mail for you. Second is, how would you handle a scenario where a custom Apex script is required to update a field on all account records whenever an opportunity closes as won? Answer: use an Apex trigger on opportunity. The trigger checks if an opportunity is marked as closed or won, and then uses a SOQL query to find the related account and update the necessary field. Let's say you've got a scenario where an opportunity closing as won triggers a field update across all related account records. Here's the deal. You'd summon an Apex trigger on the opportunity object. When the opportunity triumphantly closes as won, the trigger swoops in, executes a SOQL query to find those related accounts, and updates the necessary fields. It's like orchestrating a symphony of data. Third is, imagine you need to ensure that contact records cannot be deleted if they are associated with an active opportunity. How would you achieve this? Answer: create a before delete trigger on contact that checks for any related active opportunities. If an active opportunity is found, prevent the deletion by adding an error to the contact record. We can also use trigger flow to implement this functionality. Just replace the Apex trigger with trigger flow and implement the same logic for prevention in flow. Imagine you're the guardian of contact records in Salesforce. To ensure contacts can't be deleted if they're associated with active opportunities, you'd craft a vigilant before delete trigger on the contact object. This guardian trigger would sweep in, check for any active opportunities hanging around, and if spotted, swiftly prevent the deletion with an error message. It's like having a bouncer at the data club. Fourth question is, a business requires a custom object to track customer feedback. Each feedback record should be linked to a contact, and users should only be able to submit feedback for contacts they own. How would you set this up? Answer: create a custom object for customer feedback with a master detail relationship to contact. Use sharing rules and object-level security to ensure users can only access feedback records related to contacts they own. Let's say you're building a feedback fortress in Salesforce. Each feedback record must be linked to a contact, and users should only submit feedback for contacts they own. You'd craft a custom object for customer feedback, tether it to contacts with a master detail relationship, and then set up sharing rules and security settings to ensure users stay in their feedback lanes. It's like creating a personalized feedback booth for each contact. Fifth question is, how would you design a solution for a requirement where sales managers must approve discounts over 30% on opportunities, with the process initiating automatically when the discount is entered? Answer: we can implement this using the approval process in Salesforce. Configure the entry criteria for the approval process to trigger when the discount field on an opportunity exceeds 30%. Ever dreamed of being the gatekeeper of discounts? Picture this. You'd employ the mighty approval process in Salesforce. When a daring sales rep enters a discount over 30% on an opportunity, the approval process springs into action, sending the request to the sales manager for their majestic approval. It's like having a vigilant guardian watching over your discount kingdom. Sixth question is a client requests a daily report of all opportunities closed in the last 24 hours emailed to all sales managers. How do you automate this? Answer. Use Salesforce reports to create a report with the specified criteria, then schedule the report to run daily and be emailed to a public group containing all sales managers. Imagine you're the conductor orchestrating Salesforce reports. A client requests a daily report of closed opportunities in the last 24 hours emailed to all sales managers. Here's the magic. You'd craft a Salesforce report with the specified criteria, then schedule it to run daily and be gracefully emailed to a public group containing all sales managers. It's like having a data-driven symphony delivered to your inbox every day. Seventh question is, how would you ensure that a custom field on account is automatically populated with a unique identifier upon record creation? Answer. Use a before insert trigger on the account object that generates a unique identifier, using a sequence or random generator, and assigns it to the custom field. Let's say you're tasked with populating a custom field on the account object with a unique identifier upon record creation. You'd conjure up a before insert trigger on the account object, wielding the power to generate a unique identifier and assign it to the custom field before the record even hits the database. It's like stamping each account with its own digital fingerprint. We can also use it before the trigger flow for this task. Next is, imagine you need to integrate Salesforce with an external RESTful service for real-time data syncing. Describe your approach. Answer. Utilize named credentials for authentication and use Apex's HTTP request and HTTP response classes to call the external RESTful service. Implement error handling to manage any failed transactions. We can also implement callouts using external service within Flow. If you have implemented this, then you can also answer with Flow concepts. Picture yourself bridging Salesforce with an external RESTful service for real-time data syncing. Here's the game plan. You'd harness the power of named credentials for secure authentication, then utilize Apex's HTTP request and HTTP response classes to make the callouts to the external service. With careful error handling in place, you'd ensure smooth sailing for data transactions across the digital seas. It's like building a secure data bridge between two worlds. Next is, a business requires tracking of both the original and adjusted amounts on opportunities, with the ability to report on adjustments made. How would you implement this? Answer. Add two currency fields to the opportunity object, original amount and adjusted amount. Use a formula field to calculate the difference and create reports based on these fields. Let's dive into the world of financial precision. Imagine a business process requiring tracking of both original and adjusted amounts on opportunities. You'd craft two currency fields on the opportunity object, original amount and adjusted amount. Then, with a nifty formula field calculating the difference, you'd empower users to track adjustments and generate insightful reports. It's like having a financial compass guiding your opportunity journey. Our last question for today is, a complex business process requires multiple objects and relationships, including junction objects for many-to-many relationships. Describe how you would model this in Salesforce. Answer. Identify the core objects and their relationships, one-to-many, many-to-many. For many-to-many relationships, create a custom junction object that links the two objects together via master detail or lookup relationships. Ever played architect with data? Picture this. You're designing a Salesforce model for a complex business process with multiple objects and relationships. You'd start by identifying core objects and their relationships, then create custom junction objects to elegantly handle many-to-many relationships. With a masterful stroke, you'd paint a data landscape that's both structured and flexible, ready to adapt to the ever-evolving needs of the business. It's like crafting a masterpiece of data architecture. Whether you're a beginner looking to kickstart your Salesforce journey or an experienced developer seeking advanced techniques, our comprehensive tutorials have got you covered. Dive into our engaging content, learn new skills, and elevate your career to new heights. Don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest tips and tricks in Salesforce development. Let's embark on this exciting journey together. See you in the next video.